I'm not down with his agenda.
Launch.
Oh, he said that?
Yeah.
Initiating.
It was in
Making
Politico.
checks. Pre-launch diagnostic checks. Preparing now.
And it's like, okay, so it's sort of like, oh, like you take on long go home, fuck you.
Departure handoff.
Engines engaged.
Ascending to
He's
30
definitely tapped into
meters.
something. I
Retracting
don't know what.
modules.
He's tapped
Handing
into
you
it.
the...
Is that a good thing for you, PB, or a bad thing for you, or you don't care?
I wasn't paying attention. What did you say?
Well, Trump, you know, Trump got the nomination. Well, the presumptive nomination. So,
Right.
Paul Ryan today was asked about whether he's going to stand behind the nominee or presumptive nominee, and he said at this time he can't support Trump. You know, maybe somewhere down the road when he demonstrates, you know, Republican values and runs a Republican campaign that other Republicans would like, you know, then we can talk about it then. He also wants to see how he can raise money. And after Ryan had said that on, I think it was MSNBC or CNN,
Left panel.
Trump responded in a tweet, of course, that said, "Well, I don't really care for Paul Ryan's agenda, so I'm not really looking forward to working with him until maybe somewhere down the road."
Drive charging.
And it's like, okay, so which one? You're waiting to see who comes
4,
around.
3, 2, 1. Engage.
Sounds like typical political bickering. That's all.
Oh yeah,
They're going to end up
absolutely.
supporting him regardless. I mean,
It's not them that it's you know, the leaders maybe I could see that they almost have to. But you got John McCain, who in a statement basically is worried about getting reelected. He thinks he's going to be in a fight for his life now down in Arizona because of Trump. Where 30% of the electorate is Hispanic.
we'll see how it shapes up.
Although I don't know if this is damage control or what you call this, but Trump tweeted out today that he had lunch in a taco bowl. And he said it was the best taco bowl ever, and it's sold in Trump Towers. And then he after he sent that out, then he tweeted, "I love Hispanics."
Yeah, it's pandering right there too.
Well, not even 48 hours after he was the presumptive, he turned around and said, "Yeah, he's in favor of raising minimum wage." When he campaigned on it by saying, "No, I think that minimum wage is fine."
Again, that's political pandering. He's going to say anything he needs to right now. They're all going to say whatever they need to.
Well,
I'm really rather shocked though that
Disengage.
Paul Ryan
Frameshift
that,
drive
though.
disengaging.
that's huge.
Increase sensors.
Increasing sensor range.
You have other bigwigs in the
Sensors.
Republican establishment, or
Increasing sensor range.
however you want to call them, cartel,
Increase
whatever,
sensors.
that
Increasing sensor range.
are looking to try to put together a third candidate. Even if the candidate loses, the idea is to do nothing but stop Trump.
I mean, he made a pretty pointed comment saying that, you know, that the Republican Party is the party of, you know,
Left panel.
fucking Lincoln, you know,
Reagan, yeah.
and just, you know, we need a campaign to be proud of, you know, tactics to be proud of, and we have to know that he's going to uphold Republican values and ideals.
Koch brothers aren't for him, which I'm shocked at. A lot of high-end donors have closed their wallets up. It looks as if a lot of the party is moving to the middle, and either you got, like, for instance, Bush, both Bushes, who are going to stay away from the convention, and they're not going to vote.
Not
That's
really
a-
surprised the older ones staying away. I mean, he's in ill health.
Yeah, but I mean, it's still, you know, I get that part of it, but on the same token, it's like, that's significant too. It's significant because, you know, both of those guys have supported Republicans in the past, and then all of a sudden now they're not gonna do
destroyed.
anything.
I know it's significant, but I'm just saying the fact that he's not going to go to the convention is not that significant.
Yeah, no, he's 91 years old, so
Yeah, it's probably best for him to stay home.
absolutely. So I don't know. I don't know. But we're only 48 hours into this whole thing, and already there's enough bad blood in DC, and people are planning, sneaky shit left and right.
Under attack.
There are articles that have been written that have been going up all over the place saying this is not the Republican Party I remember or I joined.
Neither party is the party that anyone remembers.
Oh, I agree. I'm not disagreeing with you at all on that. It's just been a long time since you've heard that kind of rhetoric. You know what I mean?
Maybe Trump actually did what he wanted to do, shake things up just enough to make everyone really start questioning their morals and
Target
ethics.
shields online.
Oh, I'm not. I think you might be right.
That's what it sounds like he's doing. He did what he accomplished.
Target shields offline.
But at some point, though, you have to kind of be somewhat calculated in what you're doing. You can't just
Target destroyed.
campaign in the primaries based on X, Y, and Z, and then all of a sudden turn around getting ready for the general, and you basically reverse everything you just said. I mean, it's not going
He's
to go.
very calculated, though. I mean, it wasn't his typical Trump response when Paul Ryan said that, normally Trump would have just fucking jumped on Twitter and castigated him, but he didn't. He waited hours before he made a response.
What he's been talking about lately.
Well, we'll see. I mean, time will tell what happens in that. Manifolds, you can't control him. Nobody can control him in his staff.
Divert power to systems.
Well,
done.
I mean, no matter what anybody says, the guy's very calculated. He may be a goofball, and he may be like a fucking loose cannon, but, all this stuff, these little taglines he comes up with, Lion Ted Cruz, all this shit. He says it and says it and says it and says it, and it sticks to people.
And I agree with you. You're right. It does, and it's kind of bullshit, but you're right. It does definitely stick to people. But I think that now that we're entering the general election, I think the media and I think the people, the voters, are going to want to see more substance out of him, and his plans are going to actually have to be specific.
I think you're giving people way too much credit, dude.
Yeah, seriously.
The people who are putting him into the position he's in right now are fucking dipshits for the most part.
Warning.
I like it when he sits there and says what he thinks.
Under attack.
Well, he said he thinks that they should take your father and throw him back across the border. Well, he says what he thinks.
Deploying channel.
You know what I mean?
No, dude, I get it. I'm right there with you. I mean, I understand it. I don't think there are enough angry white men out there that are going to be able to round up with all the negatives he
Cycling
has
next target.
with regards to women votes, to minority votes, especially the Hispanic.
Yeah, but that's not my point, though. But you keep saying, "Oh, people are going to want substance." Well, he hasn't given any fucking substance yet.
Shields.
And look,
No,
he's
I know.
the presumptive
Power
nominee
shields.
of the fucking
Go back.
Republican Party.
No, I know. I get it. I mean, I understand what you're saying. I think though that because that was a primary, I think he can get away with more of that. I think that now that you're into a general election, you're going to have a one-on-one kind of campaign. You can't just get away with spouting rhetoric without having something to back it up with. I think you have to. I think the voting people. If not the stupid people. Okay, fine, cut them. That's fine. But the ones who were independents, the ones who were liberal, and then voted him, may not go back and vote for him again in a general. You know, the primary is the primary. It's
Under attack.
it gives you an opportunity to see what these guys are all about. It's in the general elections when you get to hear what they're really about.
Power to weapons.
So yes, I agree that there's a lot of people out there that are pissed off at what's going on with the establishment. They want change, and they want this, and they want that. I'm sympathetic and I understand it. I just think
Target shields
push comes
offline.
to shove, and all of a sudden you're going to have moderators that are going to hold him accountable in a debate to answer a specific question. I don't think he's going to be able to pivot as well as he has in the past.
Like they held him accountable in the other debate.
Power to shields.
No, that's what I'm saying. That was a
Divert power to systems.
Yeah, but that doesn't. I mean, they're gonna have the same fucking moderator.
Yeah, that's fine, but the problem is how is he going to debate against Ted Cruz or against Marco Rubio or Jeb Bush or Chris Christie or any of those monkeys, because they all agree with him. They all think the same way he does. The only difference is the amount of emphasis they put on fixing the problems. So my point to that is now you've got a conservative side and you have a liberal side. So all of a sudden now when he says, I'm going to build a wall and I'm going to make Mexico pay for it because of the trade deficit,
Executing silent.
Hillary Clinton can come back and disagree with it and give reasons why she disagrees with it more specifically than what any of the other Republicans could at the time.
I disagree.
How so?
Because all those guys who were up on that Republican platform disagreed with him building a wall.
They all, Casey was the only one. Well, no, you're right. They all did. They all said building a wall was stupid, and I get that.
Right.
But I still think that in a general election, in a one-on-one debate with someone from the opposite side, I think is going to be the telling part. I think that's going to be a difference between
Power to engines.
him being called on his shit, because when Hillary Clinton gives or Bernie Sanders for
Flight
that matter,
assist on.
gives an in-depth,
Target shields online.
I don't know,
Flight assist off.
policy and how they're going to handle it, and they're specific about what they're going to do. And all Trump is going to say is, "I'm going to we're going to build a wall, and I'm going to make Mexico pay for it," and leaves it at that. I don't think that carries any more weight,
Diverting
because we've
power
already
to
heard all
systems.
that's something that's old. So give us something new.
Well, this is my point. The fact that he has gotten this far and is the presumptive nominee of the Republican Party means that for the majority of the people in this country, they're fucking idiots.
Oh yeah, well, I can't argue that point.
And at the end of the day, this guy has lied pretty much every time he opens his mouth. And he's never held accountable, which is contrary to what you're saying. He's going to be held accountable now, miraculously. Somehow Donald Trump is going to start telling the truth.
No, I didn't say he's started telling the truth. I just said that he's going to be questioned more. And then when you have someone...
And when he sits there with his little curled finger and he goes, crooked Hillary, and he deflects everything that fucking they're asking him, and they're not going to hold him accountable. They haven't been able to hold him accountable once on a fucking debate. The moderators, they don't give a fuck. But they're just going to, they'll be like, okay, well, we need details. Well, I'm not ready to give you details.
Okay.
And then the dipshits in this country will sit there and lap it up.
Left panel.
I think that we are in fucking serious danger of this guy fucking getting his hands on the fucking presidency of the United States.
Cabin pressure.
I'm not there yet. Because he does bad with every other ethnic group out there in the free world. You can't piss off 70% of the female voting base and win an election. You can't piss off almost 80% of the minority base, that's blacks and Hispanics combined, and win the presidency. You just can't do it. He's bringing out angry white guys, I get it, but that's not going to be enough. Because now you look at all the guys who voted for Cruz, all the guys who voted for Rubio, all the guys who voted for Casey. And those are guys who aren't going to vote for him anyway, because they didn't want to vote for him in the first place. The only people that might vote for him would be the Cruz constituents, but I don't even think they'll vote for him, because they picked the lesser of two evils. They went with Ted Cruz, and everybody hates Ted Cruz. So it was like, okay, so I either vote for Kasich, who's probably the best guy in for the Republicans, but he's so far out of it because he's only won Ohio. There's no way he's going to win. So who do you vote for, Cruz or Trump? Well, I hate Trump, so the only person I can vote for is Cruz. I mean, that's a lot of what happened. If you look at exit polls, if you look at, I mean, I know polls are full of shit right now. I get that, but even during the primaries and all that other stuff, if you look at the polls, I mean, it kind of spells it out.
Well, it doesn't. I mean, what were we seeing from the time that guy fucking started running for office?
Oh, he's full of shit. He's a liar, and
he'll never make it.
Yeah, we all said it. Yep.
And here the fuck we are.
Disengage.
Yep.
So I think you better, get your ticket for Canada.
Election based on who is the worst liar, is what we're gonna have.
Flight assist on.
Because
Trump will win.
You know Hillary's gonna get the Democratic's nomination. If Trump gets the Republican nomination, then it's gonna be which liar is the worst or the best, I should say.
Trump is not a Republican. He doesn't have any of the Republican values. I mean, I was a Republican for years and years and years.
Permissions.
And he believes completely different than what I believe.
He's a Republican nominee.
I understand that, but he's not a Republican.
He's not an atypical
But he's
Republican.
a Republican. I get that, but he's a Republican nominee. He's not the independent, or he's not the Green Party nominee. He's the Republican nominee, so he is a Republican.
All right, you're right. Absolutely. Using that logic, you're absolutely right. I agree 100%. He's a Republican. Even though his entire life has been everything from the left and never from the right, all of a sudden came on the scene as a Republican all of a sudden almost over fucking night. And you're right. We don't promote independence. And the only way I think he gets on the ticket where he can say all the shit he wants to say is on the Republican side. So I concur. I agree with you. But he's not a Republican.
No, he could have ran as a independent if he wanted to.
Right.
And he did threaten to do that.
Warning, landing gear.
But he's not a true. I mean, yes, he's under the Republican banner. Yes, he's considered the Republican nominee. Yes, I get all that. But truth be told, he's not a Republican, and that's fine. But he's under the Republican flag, so yes, you're right. He is technically a Republican.
That's okay. Hillary's not a Democrat either, so.
Again, I'm not disagreeing with you. I don't think she's progressive. I think fucking Bernie Sanders is progressive.
He's not progressive either.
It's funny how some of his quote-unquote socialist ideas kind of fall in line with what the old original Democratic views were.
Or is it funny how the old-fashioned Democrats were more closer to socialism?
Could be. But tell me you wouldn't want to have a socialistic system when it came to like medicine, given the fact that you look at Canada, or you look at just use Canada. That's the easiest one because they have great drug prices.
They have great drug prices, but it still takes an act of Congress to get seen by a doctor for any major ailment. They still end up coming to the United States to get treatment on a bunch of stuff because they can't get into their doctors in a timely manner.
Well, at the end of the day,
the way Canada's system is set up is just like what the VA hospitals are set up like. And you've heard how bad of a shambles the VA hospitals are.
Well, the VA hospitals are shambles because of all the people that are in the system. The fact that they're actually, at one point still using written appointment slips as opposed to using computers. And their computers are 20 years old. So it's like, okay, so we don't upgrade the computer system. Yeah, shit's going to fall through the cracks. I get that. And every fucking politician, I don't give a shit, right wing, left wing, center wing, whatever the fuck you want to be, no one takes care of those guys.
You are absolutely correct, and I hate that with all my heart. Our vets should be treated a lot better.
If they can't get in to see a doctor at the VA, then by God, they should be able to go to a doctor closest to their house and have everything covered just like they went into a VA. Those are the greedy sons of bitches that fucking are doctors that don't want to do that shit.
Initiating.
Because they don't want to wait, maybe 6 months.
Making checks.
Well, fuck it.
Pre-launch
It's worth
diagnostic checks. Preparing now.
Ooh, didn't know this was going to be a political talk
Ship
tonight.
released. Engines
But I
engaged.
hand off.
Ascending to 30 meters. Retracting
Landing gear
modules.
retracted.
Handing you the call.
Yeah, we're definitely moving into scary territory, Stark. I absolutely agree with you. And we all said he wasn't going to do shit, and all of a sudden he is doing shit, and it's kind of scary.
Left panel.
Hey man, it could be worse. It could be Crease.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
So when does the new expansion for Star Wars or Star Trek come out?
Oh, I thought it said something like summer. 2016. I didn't see. Is there a date start? Because I didn't see one.
I was just trying to change the topic.
No, but I didn't see a date. That's a good question. Are you there? You'll still be pissed at me.
Disengage.
Drive deactivated.
Left panel.
Okay. Take that. It'll still be pissed at me.
And I called all kind of hell for talking politics on here.
It's just interesting because the Tom Ryan thing. I mean, or Paul Ryan, not Tom
Scan
Ryan.
detected.
I mean, that's a pretty big thing when
Power to weapons.
Diverting power to requested system.
all of a
Scan
sudden
detected.
he's, he's denouncing the candidate.
Under attack.
Boy chaff.
Deploying chaff.
Flight assist off. Flight assist on. Scan detected.
Boy chaff.
Chaffing his face.
Flight assist off. Flight assist on. Shields offline.
Power
Hull
shields.
integrity compromised.
Max systems.
Taking damage. Canopy compromised. Flight assist off. Flight assist on. Canopy integrity at 50%.
Power to weapons.
Canopy
Diverting
critical.
power to weapons.
Deploy chaff.
Deploying chaff.
Oh, I didn't even know you left. I thought you were pissed.
Deploy
So
chaff.
what's this?
Chaffing his face.
Cabin pressure alert.
Bonus reputation marks week.
Atmospheric failure.
It says complete duty officer assignments.
Yeah, if
Cabin pressure alert.
the more duty officer assignments that get completed, the chance to the next bonus weekend having a longer duration and better rewards.
Target destroyed.
Deploy hard points.
Weapons.
Ah. So it's where we gotta start sending out 20 fucking assignments a day kind of thing again.
Power to engines.
Yeah, I guess.
Diverting power to engines.
Cabin pressure alert.
Left panel.
Frameshift drive charging.
This guy has like nobody on him, so
3, 2, 1. Engage.
the wife got to work and she looked at her paycheck, and her boss gave her 15%.
Awesome.
Yeah, she left.
Pressure alert.
How did he take that?
He wasn't. Apparently, he thought that it could have been handled differently, and she said, "Oh well, absolutely, I agree. I wish you had been around, but you went off to go do meetings that you were going to postpone and then decided not to. So I didn't want to sit here and wait until you got back, just so I could tell you I was leaving."
Cabin
My
pressure
wife,
alert.
about 3 weeks ago, put in her 2 weeks notice, PB, and she's doing real estate sales now. And the company she's going to go to work for pays their people. So you sell a house, you make 70% commission on it, and then the brokerage firm that she works for, they take 30. That covers things like office space, continuing education, all that kind of stuff. And where she's currently at, he turns around and she went out and did 90% of the work in this couple. She did 100% of the work on the next couple, and he stroked her a check for 15% of the commission, and he kept 85 of it. And he met the couple once.
Disengage.
So
Frame
she
shift
gave her
deactivated.
original.
Disengage.
Yeah, absolutely. So she gave her notice 3 weeks ago, and then agreed that as long as she was going to hire somebody, that she would stay on,
With
through the end of this
documentation.
month
Pressure alert.
until she could train whoever was going to replace her.
Requesting docking clearance.
Docking request.
Which I
granted.
thought, okay, well that's reasonable, that's honorable.
Cabin
And then
pressure alert.
all of a sudden, he does this, because originally he came to her and he said, well, I'm going to have to give you something more for this sale. And he has a standard agreement with real estate people that it's 15% if it's a broker generated deal, which this was. But the two of them had never signed anything, so there was no written agreement to it. And
Cabin pressure
then he
alert.
came to her and said, "But you did such a great job in this. I'm going to have to increase your commission on it." And that was all that was said. So when she looked at her check and went, okay, so you are a douchebag. That's kind of where that ended up. So she said, "Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and leave because it's not worth my time or effort if you're going to be, this kind. If you're going to be this way with me." And you kind of have to go, "Oh, all right, well, I can kind of understand that."
Yeah. Deploy landing gear.
Lowering gear.
Landing gear deployed. Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Let's see what we can get today.
Those Swiss rolls or ho-hos? You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Have you ever frozen them? Put them in the freezer?
No. I would imagine that the cream filling in it would expand.
Right. So it's like eating ice cream and cake.
Okay.
Just curious. Sarah said, "I have not tried that."
I have not either. I would need to experiment with that.
It's really good. But it's funny because it was just the whole, I have not tried that. We went out, got a bunch of groceries and stuff, and she seemed to like those things. So I said, "Well, have you ever tried them frozen?" She goes, "No, I haven't." So, well, it's kind of like frozen. It's like frozen cake and, you know, cake and ice cream. "Well, I've not tried that. I will try it." I was like, "Okay, that's what I like to hear." It was just the whole, "I have not tried that." Kind of remind me of Data.
You're calling your daughter Data?
In
Seriously?
kind of a weird way, yeah, sort of.
That's effed up. You know that?
Oh, she has fun with it, damn it.
Sure she does.
Well, all right, maybe not, but also likes fucking those honey buns.
Heat those up and throw some Cool Whip on top of it.
See, I had said something similar to that, and the wife looked at me like I was, had three heads. I had to look back at her and said, only because you wish for that, but.
Right panel.
Stark, have you even loaded any of the Star Wars? Have you done the patch on it?
Nope.
Yeah, I haven't either.
Shut up.
Did you close your bedroom door?
Yes, why?
Just curious. I heard an echo.
I'll be right back.
It's a sound bouncing off the inside of your head.
How about I come down there and I rip
I saw it, but I'm
And
not
then
the original series fanboy like you are.
Oh,
Right,
all right
back.
then.
Launch.
Because they have that scene, and then they also
Initiating.
have another scene where Kirk is
Making
against
checks.
the Gorn,
Pre-launch diagnostic checks.
and it's the old school looking Gorn.
Preparing now.
PB, did you see the trailer?
Or
The expansion pack?
no.
Oh, you gotta see the trailer.
It's all fed.
Yeah, what's the problem?
Departure
Ship
handoff.
released. Engine
Yeah,
Ascend
whatever.
to 30 meters. Retracting
No,
modules, landing
there's some Klingon in there.
Yeah, but they looked like
Yeah,
they were,
doesn't mean that they're playable.
at least not yet.
Not yet. When are they going to get to that 2035?
Well, I don't know.
Has anybody seen the new starter pack that they've offered?
Yeah, it's all fed ships or two cross-faction ships. Looks like big deal.
Oh, it was a ship?
100. Well, I mean the two non-fed ships look like ass,
Frameshift
but
drive charging.
Last run.
it's $129.
See how well it goes.
3, 2, 1.
Starting to get late.
Engage.
$29.
I think it's funny that a lot of stuff we already have.
Hold on. What's $129?
Just a new expansion pack for Stowe.
They're charging for it?
No, for ships.
Yeah, you're getting I think it's like 6 of the original series looking ships, and then you're getting 6. I mean, basically they have the Enterprise J on there.
Yeah, or something very similar to it.
So you're getting these T6, you know, fucking what is it? What's the specialization that's going with that? Because it's a new reputation system. Fuck.
It's a temporal operative,
Yeah.
but you get 3 high-end kit upgrades.
Ooh.
Disengage.
For $130, they
Friendship
better
drive
fucking expand.
disengaged.
They better fucking upgrade everything I've got in the game times like 5.
Increase sensors.
Increasing sensor range.
Left
And they've
panel.
got original series torn uniform.
Yeah, you know those ones that you already have? We're just gonna put a couple holes in it and sell it to you.
Yeah, that's not so cool.
Scan detected.
Left panel.
Ooh, and we get a couple of titles.
So have you already bought this back there?
Hell no.
Power to weapons.
Diverting power
As
to
he tucks his credit card away.
Exactly.
Well, let's see. I've already got the Constitution class. The T1.
Right, so you might as well go ahead and get the T6.
There isn't a T6 one.
Not part of that starter pack?
Nope.
Oh, that seems unfair.
Under attack.
And even the futuristic ones
Makes hostile.
Next.
kind of look like ass.
Deploy. Chaff.
Deploying chaff. Don't let them kill us.
Flight assist off. Flight assist on. Flight assist off. Flight assist on. Scan detected. Target shields offline. Flight assist off. Flight assist on. Scan detected. Flight assist off. Flight assist on.
Next target.
Target destroyed.
Next target.
Next target.
Cycling next target.
Next target.
Next target.
So PB,
Yes.
the boy has been going out shooting lately.
Okay.
Only reason I'm
Man.
telling you about it. Well, the only reason I'm telling you about it is that if you're going to buy a first gun, what you're thinking about buying a first gun, what would you look at buying?
What's the purpose of the gun?
Plinking, practicing.
22 pistol.
Andy's been taking him shooting, and Andy is he's got a lot of what surplus. He calls it surplus. There's a lot of historical guns, right, Jared? Do you know the names of some of
Flight
them?
assist off. Flight assist on.
PB's in the gun, so I figured he'd appreciate it.
Under
Holy
attack.
Chaffing his face.
Or not.
Flight assist off. Flight assist
Jared.
on.
Yeah.
What are some of the guns that Jeremy or that Andy has? Do you remember the names of some of them?
He's got an Enfield something. Not off the top of my
Deploying
head.
chaff.
Flight assist off. Flight assist on. Target destroyed.
Next target.
Cycling next target.
So,
What kind of price range are you looking at?
Nothing right now.
yeah, no, he's not looking to buy right this minute. This is just something like that.
Target shields offline.
But Andy's Andy has a bunch of stuff that's more
Target
surplus,
destroyed.
old school stuff.
Next target.
Some Russian models, and what else, Jared?
He's got the Russian equivalent to the 1911. He's got a Russian revolver too.
He's got an AR-15, but it's a 22.
No, it's
Flight
not.
assist off.
It actually fires the
Flight
real.
assist
Right, but you
yeah.
guys only shot 22s.
No, it didn't.
Okay.
The thing beat the hell out of my shoulder. That was fun.
Target shields offline.
Shouldn't have. The AR-15 has a buffer coil in
Target
it to
destroyed.
help absorb the recoil.
Well, Andy likes getting pounded, so he probably took it out.
Oh,
The weapon won't cycle without it.
I thought my answer was better.
yeah, it was.
PB doesn't know Andy the way you do, Star.
Left panel.
You make it sound like he knows Andy, biblically.
Oh, sure. When you say it like that, it just sounds weird. Thanks, Mark.
But like they went and shot a 410. That was the first time Andy's ever shot a shotgun. It's like a 410. It's not a shotgun. It's like a 22 with just bigger bullets.
410s have their purpose. They're good training guns.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying they don't, but I mean it's
Left
certainly
panel.
not anything that's going to kick you. First shotgun I ever shot was a 410. A single shot with a pull the hammer back. You load it by breaking the breech, and I mean it's just. It was the same gun that. It's the same gun my great grandfather used to fire off every 4th of July and then take himself to jail so he could be arrested for the night.
Under attack.
Holy chaff.
Given the fact that he lived out in
Don't let
Nebraska,
them kill us.
his neighbor was like 30 miles away. But every year someone raises a stink about it. So.
Chaffing his face.
First gun I ever learned to shoot off
Target
was
shields
bolt
offline.
action 22. Shot 22 longs.
Scan detected.
I was trying to tell Andy about that shotgun, that the one that loads on top of the barrel.
Target destroyed.
Is it wrong? I can totally hear Starks saying how Andy likes it on top.
Scan
I don't know, does he?
detected.
I don't know. How the hell would I know that?
Cycling next to target.
Honestly, there is no reason you should know that.
Exactly. I don't know. I don't want to know. I'm not going to know.
Unless Shy takes pictures.
Target shields offline.
Why would my girlfriend have pictures?
So she wouldn't have them. I said she would take them.
Why would she take pictures?
Target destroyed.
Shared experience.
She gave the pegging. She wants to see you get the real thing.
Dude, really? Even I gotta, like, that's a little vomit in my mouth. That's kind of
Target
gross.
destroyed.
Left panel.
I didn't say it wasn't.
I just think it's funny that now he chimes in.
It's a consummate professional right there. You just gotta wait for your opening. You let the gimmies go by. It's the ones you gotta, you know.
I think he actually just wait till we just do it. You know, just continuously make ourselves look like asses.
Tracked hard.
Didn't Trash Records do the same
Stowing
thing?
weapons.
Left panel.
Yeah, but you can outrun those. You can't really.
Rex?
Yeah.
For all you know, you can outrun Star.
Oh no, he's pretty quick and smart.
Stark is smart and quick.
Yeah. T-Rex, not so
Power
much.
to engines.
Power to engines. Let's blow this joint.
I'm like a gazelle.
Are you now?
Yes. One that's been fucking shot like
Frameshift
15 times.
drive charging.
Yeah, he's kind of hobbling
4,
along.
3,
Oh no, he's not hobbling.
1. Engage.
So you're
Said
just falling
shot
with
at,
the
not hit.
Keeps tripping over his own dick. God damn it. Shit. Son of a bitch.
Wonder how that fucker Preston's doing.
Who?
Speaking of fudge packers, Preston.
I don't know, dude. I've done what I could. sent emails. They sent text messages.
Yeah, he's kind of dropped off the face of the planet.
Yeah, there's something that kind of worries me. It's like, I don't know, for some reason I think maybe he lost his stores. But
Call the
I
store
don't
and
know.
find out.
Because I don't necessarily want to put him on the spot.
Disengage.
Disengaging jump drive.
What makes you think you'd put him on the spot? You're
Well,
just
if
trying
you
to
left-
care. If you order some chocolate, he'll be okay.
There you go.
Well, I have ordered chocolate in the past.
At least then you could get confirmation that he's still alive.
That's actually a valid point.
Request docking permission.
Requesting
Stark.
landing
Only for
platform.
$30. Order
Request
some chocolate.
granted.
God damn it.
Scan detected.
Deploy landing gear.
On it like a car bonnet.
Landing gear deployed.
Well, Sweet's handmade candies is still in business.
I'm sorry?
So their website's still up. Though they have Easter shit on the fucking website.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Yeah, for whatever reason, man, I just think that the chick who lost her husband just kind of fucking went on a tangent and, embezzle a bunch of shit. That's the curmudgeon in me, just for the record.
Left panel. Alright. Alright, guys, I'm out. Y'all take it easy.
Yeah.
See ya.
Later, PB.